I'm Daniel Mark, and this is Right of Centre. If you're an individual that supports freedom, then you should consider supporting this channel. Please click like and subscribe. Thank you. Alright, what the heck is going on in this country? Currently we've got the government censoring documents, censoring videos, and soon to be speech after their review into hate speech laws, no doubt. Okay, recently, Philip Arps, a local douchebag in Christchurch, was sentenced to 21 months in jail for sharing a video. Now let that sink in. Now first of all, the video wasn't deemed objectionable as far as I can find until the 20th of March. Douchebag shared the video on the 16th of March. So, I don't understand how he was guilty of the crime. Moron pled guilty to it, so I guess it's his own fault. It's annoying, the fact that the way they implement these laws is they target an asshole who everyone really should be speaking out against. Unfortunately, in defense of free speech, I've got to defend this guy, and I hope he doesn't make me come across as the bad guy. Right now they're censoring videos of the shooting, but what next? Like, it could be censoring videos of their political adversaries. It may not be this government, it may not be the next government, but the one after, who knows? Who can tell what the future's gonna hold? And when you're giving government these kinds of powers that the public shouldn't be giving away, it's unprecedented, and we do not know what's gonna happen in the future. But if we are to look based on history, what has happened, it means government overhaul and the slaughter of millions. Now let's talk about this douchebag's sentencing. Judge Stephen O'Driscoll, we'll get back to him, sentenced the man to 21 months in jail, as well as 6 months intensive supervision afterwards, with psychiatric assessments, drug and alcohol treatment, as well as no internet access. This is for sharing a video, remember. This could have happened to anybody. I personally know people who shared the video. Sure, they didn't ask to have crosshairs added to it and a kill count, but that shouldn't be illegal. Yeah, what this man did was abhorrent, but that shouldn't be up to the district courts to decide. That should be up to the court of public opinion. This man shouldn't be serving a single day inside for sharing a video on the internet that was uploaded 1.5 million times in a single day. It's a disgrace, and this could have happened to anybody. Now we're going to get back to Judge Stephen O'Driscoll. So, if you think his sentencing on the douchebag for 21 months was fair, let me know in the comment section what you think of this. February 2nd, 2018, a radicalized Muslim was sentenced in Christchurch by the same judge for planning on ramming cars into crowds of people and following up that by getting out of his car and stabbing the wounded to kill them. The reason he didn't follow through with this crime is because he felt like he couldn't kill enough people. He was fully prepared to be killed by police during this crime. When arrested, he told police he was angry and said that he'd done it for Allah. The Crown Prosecutor also said to the judge that this person held a high risk of reoffending. So what does reoffending mean for this guy? Unlike Philip Arsewipe, it doesn't mean reposting a video online, which I would presume what they would mean by reoffending in his case. I would presume by reoffending in this person's case, they mean planning another terrorist attack, maybe involving cars, ramming people, and knives. So, this guy, after being warned by the judge that if he would break his bail, he would be sentenced to jail, he's broken his bail 3 times. He even sparked a manhunt, where, obviously, he was being hunted down by law enforcement and by the people looking for him because he took money from a bank account, took a taxi, and fled his accommodation where he was supposed to be staying. Nope, no jail time, but if you share that video that the government doesn't want you to share, you better fucking hope to God you are not caught. Here's some other bullshit that's been going on. I bet you didn't know our government is going to be spending $3 million over the next 4 years of your hard-earned tax money on transgender affirmation surgeries. Now, what does that mean? That means, for men, they're going to be spending your hard-earned tax money on turning their penis inside out and making an artificial vagina out of it. Yes, that is true. They're also going to be giving them hormones, estrogen to be precise, and they're going to be pumping it into them to affirm their gender, hence the term gender affirmation surgery. Now, for females, what they're going to do is they're going to spend, again, your hard-earned tax money on chopping off their tits. So they look more masculine. They're also going to give them testosterone, and, if they so please, they're also going to help with turning their vagina and some plastic with some plastic surgery, and they're going to build them a penis, preferably a functional penis as well. How much does this cost per person? I, to be honest, don't even know. I didn't even want to look it up. I was scared of the images that would come alongside of this. But wait, there's more. These transgender people are also getting a further $950,000 per year for their mental health. Why? Because that is where the problem lies. Now, I am all for giving these people the $950,000 per year funding for mental health, because that is what I believe they need. The transgender affirmation surgery, however, no. Slice that one straight out of the budget. You know why? Does it make a difference to them? No. Does it make a difference to their mental health? No. In fact, it most probably makes it worse. However, what I do know is the transgender suicide rate is 42% pre-operation. Have a guess what it is post-operation? 42%. So what's the point in spending the money? Nobody knows. So, after they've wasted your hard-earned tax money on paying for somebody's surgery that doesn't have no proven medical benefits, you know what else they want to do? They want to start teaching your kids that biology doesn't exist, that they can be a multitude of different genders, that they could maybe one day wake up as male, and then the next day wake up as female. They want to teach your kids that gender isn't binary, that it's on a spectrum, and you can lie anywhere in the spectrum. They have names for these genders, such as Adamus gender, a gender which refuses to be categorized. They have aerogender, and its reference for this is Eveus gender, whichever that means. They have aesther gender, a gender derived from an aesthetic, also known as vidigender. They have affectogender, a gender affected by mood swings. I think that's just called bipolar. What the fuck? Anyway, there's a bunch of different genders. There's like 4 pages on my computer screen right here. And they want to teach your kids that that's normal. I don't think that's cool. There's better things they could be teaching our kids in school. Maybe business, maybe taxes, maybe university's a waste of time and they need to be taught that as well. I don't know. But there's a multitude of different things that they could be learning aside from dom gender and being Drake fluid, for example. Alright, now we're going to tie this back to Philip's ARP swipe. What this means is, when the government has this kind of power, when they can censor videos, when they can censor speech, they can then enforce their own ideology. They can't do it yet, but they're getting there. Soon they'll be able to censor this video. Soon they'll be able to censor whatever the video they like. They'll bring it in slowly but surely. And like I said at the start of the video, they start with the arsehole like Philip. And then they move on. And soon, slowly but surely, it's not just the asshole like Philip, and people start questioning it, but it's already happened. It's already got a precedent, and less people question it than they normally would, because they've gained an inch, and soon they will gain a mile, and your rights will be eroded away. I'd just like to do an honourable mention to Helen Hooton, absolute legend. She handed in a 30,000 strong petition against transgender education in our schools. You're a living legend. We need more like you on this planet. Thank you so much. I'd also just like to give a shout out to New Conservative. Please, everybody, if you can, give them your support, give them your vote in the next election cycle, and stay strong. Our rights can't be eroded away so long as we're standing here fighting for them. I hope you've enjoyed the video. There's going to be more coming out soon. There's plenty to talk about with the cesspit of government in office. Sorry I've been a bit slack lately. I've been working on so much other things, like my video editing skills. Let me know what you think and if I've gotten any better. And thank you so much. Catch you soon.